The simple interest is calculated using the formula S is equal to PRT over 100. P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time taken. The simple interest is 4 by 25th of the sum is nothing but 4 by 25 times the principal. The second condition is when the principal is X, the amount becomes 3 times X at the rate of interest 8% and the time taken is to be determined. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of basic mathematics class. I am Mr. Niranjan, faculty department of mathematics, Vidhyaashram PU College, the temple of excellence. So in this session I am going to discuss regarding the problems based on simple interest. Now in the previous class we have discussed 2 mark and 1 mark question. In this session I am going to discuss regarding 3 mark questions in simple interest. Now let us come to the simple interest problems for 3 marks. Let us recall what is the formula for simple interest. The simple interest SI is given by PRT over 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time taken. Let me explain again. The simple interest is calculated using the formula S is equal to PRT over 100. P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time taken. Now, based on this, we have solved the problems. Now, let me take few more problems for 3 marks. Let us discuss 3 marks questions in this session. Now, the first question is, what is the first question? The simple interest on a certain sum of money is 4 by 25th of the sum, and the rate percent equals the number of years. Find the rate of interest. So, what is required to find is here rate of interest is to be determined. The simple interest is given. Simple interest on a certain sum of money is 4 by 25th, means the simple interest, let us write down what are the given quantities. Simple interest is equal to 4 by 25th of the sum is nothing but the principal. The simple interest is 4 by 25th of the sum is nothing but 4 by 25 times the principal, and the rate percent equal to the number of years. The rate percent is nothing but the number of years, the time taken. Find the rate of interest. R is equal to question mark, right? Okay, see here. So what is given? Simple interest is equal to 4 by 25th of the sum, means 4 by 25 times the principal, and the rate percent equal to the number of years, means R is equal to T, and what is required to find is the rate of interest. R is equal to T is the question mark. This is to be determined. Okay, what is the formula? You know the formula for simple interest. SI is equal to PRT over 100. Substitute what is the simple interest? 4 by 25 times P is equal to P into rate of interest. Let us call T is equal to R, and R is as it is divided by 100. Okay. Now, just simplify here. SI, what is given? Let me explain once again. What is the formula? PRT over 100, PTR by 100. SI is 4 by 25 times P is equal to principal is same, and R is same, and time T is equal to R. T is equal to R divided by 100. Cross multiply this and get the value. So, if you cross multiply, what we are going to get? 4P into 100 is equal to P into R is R square into 25. Now just divide by P on both sides. If you divide by P, P and P gets cancelled. We will get 4 into 100. 4 into 100 is equal to P gets cancelled. R square into 25. Now that is R square is equal to 4 into 100 divided by 25. So 25 fours are, R square is equal to 4 fours are 16, R is equal to root of 16 is equal to 4. So therefore R is equal to 4. That means the rate of interest is equal to 4%. R is equal to 4% is the rate of interest. That's it. Hope you followed. See here, just cross multiply it. 4P into 100 is equal to P into R square into 25. Divide by P, P and P gets cancelled. 4 into 100 is equal to R square into 25. R square is equal to, bring this 25 to the denominator. 4 into 100 divided by 25. 25 4s are 100. 4 4s are 16. R square is equal to 16. R is equal to square root of 16 is 4. Therefore, the rate of interest is equal to 4%. Hope you followed. Okay. So, therefore, the rate of interest is 4%. per annum is the rate of interest. Now let us come to the next problem. What is the next problem? Sandhya invested a certain amount in a bank. Sandhya invested a certain amount in a bank. When the rate of interest changed from 10% to 12.5%, her annual income increased by 1250. How much did Sandhya invest? See, very important question here. Sandhya invested certain amount in a bank. So, let us consider she will invest an amount of rupees X in a bank. When the rate of interest changes from 10% to 12.5%. 12.5% means 12 2s are 24 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 25 by 2 is nothing but 12.5%. Then her income increased from rupees increased by, so the income is increased by rupees 1250. How much did Sandhya invest? So what is the investment? We are going to determine, we are going to calculate here. Very simple problem, very important problem. Now let us assume that Sandhya invested rupees X. X is the initial investment, right? Now let us calculate the interest for first 10% and for 12.5%. Now let us calculate, let X be the principal. Now let us consider, let X is the initial investment, let X is the principal. So principal is equal to X and the rate of interest is equal to 10% and the time is equal to 1 year. Now let us calculate the simple interest. SI is equal to PTR over 100. So this is equal to principal is X into time is 1 year into rate of interest is 10 divided by 100. 10 tens gets cancelled. This is equal to X by 10 for 10%. Similarly, for how much percent? 12.5%. 12.5%, that is 12.5%. The simple interest is equal to PRT over 100. So that is simple interest is equal to principal is X into rate of interest is 12.5% and the time taken is 1 divided by 100. So this is equal to 12.5 times X divided by 100 is the simple interest. Now if you simplify this, so 12.5 by 100 is nothing but it will divisible by 8 times. So this is equal to X by 8, right? Now what is given in the problem? Our annual income increased by 1250. So therefore the given condition is take the difference between these two. The difference between the interest for 10% is X by 10 and the interest at 12.5% is 8 by X. The difference is 1250. Now just what is given? Annual income is increased by 1250 rupees. That means the difference between the simple interest for 10% and 12.5% is 1250 rupees. So therefore just consider the difference. For 12.5% it is X by 8 and minus for 10% it is X by 10. This is equal to 1250. This is the given condition, right? Take LCM and simplify. Now just take LCM. 8 into 10 is 80. Cross multiply. 10x minus 8x is equal to 1250. That is 2x divided by 80 is equal to 1250 or x by 40. So this is x by 40 is equal to 1250. Therefore x is equal to 1250 into 40. This is equal to 50,000. So our investment is rupees, X is equal to rupees 50,000. So Sandhya invested as amount of rupees 50,000. So she is going to invest or deposit amount of rupees 50,000. That's it. Okay. Now let us come to the next problem. What is given here? The problem, what is the given? Let us come to the solution. The principal is given 2,500 and the rate of interest time is given. The time is equal to 3 years and let us consider let R is equal to R1. Now calculate the simple interest. Simple interest is equal to PRT divided by 100. So the simple interest S is equal to principal is 2,500 into rate of interest is R1 into time taken T is equal to 3 years. 3 years is the time taken divided by 100. So what is this equal to? This 2 gets cancelled, 0, 0 gets cancelled. Simple interest is equal to 25 into R1 into 3. So that is nothing but the simple interest is equal to 75 times R1. Simple interest is 75 times R1. So just calculate SI. Principal is 2500 into, let R is equal to R1 and the time period is 3. 0, 0 gets cancelled, 25 into 3 is 75 times R1. Right. Now further, what is the given condition? Now let us consider the case 2, second case. If T, yes, if T is equal to, for the first case, R is equal to R1, T is equal to 3 years and R is equal to R2. Then the simple interest for the same amount will be, the simple interest is equal to principal. What is the principal? Same, 2500 into R1 is nothing but R2 into 3 divided by 100. So the same answer we are going to get. SI is equal to 75, yes, 25 into 3 is equal to 75 times R2. Now the difference between these two is given to be, what is the difference? The difference between these two is 375. Now therefore the difference between these two, 75 R1 minus 75 R2 is equal to 375. Now just take 75 common factor, R1 minus R2 is equal to 375. Therefore the difference R1 minus R2 is equal to 375 divided by 75. So 375 divided by 75 is nothing but 5. So therefore find the difference in the rate of interest. The difference in the rate of interest is R1 difference R2 is equal to 5%. The difference in rate of interest is equal to 5% is the difference between the rate of interest. That's it. Hope. Just find out the simple interest for case 1 and case 2, R1 and R2. Take the difference. Difference is 375 divided by 75, that's equal to 5. So the required rate of interest is 5%. That's it. Now let us come to the next problem. Find the rate at which a sum becomes 4 times itself in 15 years. So what is the time taken? Time is equal to 15 years. And find the rate at which simple interest is to be determined. A sum becomes 4 times its principal, right? Now let us assume the principal as x. Let P is equal to x be the principal. Then what is the amount? The amount. So find the rate at which the sum becomes 4 times, the amount becomes 4 times x. Now if P is equal to x, amount is equal to 4 times x and time taken is 15 years and the simple interest is to be determined. Now just take the relation between A and SI. So we know that the relation, the amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. So what is the amount? Amount is 4x, principal is equal to x and the simple interest is PRT over 100. Simplify this, you will get the value of x. That's it. Now this is 4x minus x is equal to principal. What is the principal? X into R. R is, we don't know. R is nothing but the time is given. R into time is 15 years divided by 100. Simplify this. 4x minus x is 3x. 3x is equal to R into 15 into x divided by 100. Now cross multiply. 3x into 100 is equal to 15 into R into x. Now divide by x. X and x gets cancelled. 300 is equal to 15 times R. Therefore R is equal to 300 divided by 15. That's it. So what is R here? Therefore R is equal to 300 divided by 15 is nothing but 20. So therefore R is equal to 20%. That's it. So find the rate at which the sum becomes 4 times itself in 15 years. Means the rate of interest must be equal to 20%. So if the rate of interest is 20%, then after 15 years the sum will becomes 4 times the principal. That's it. Okay. Now let's come to the next problem. Next, a sum of money doubles itself in 12 years. A sum of money doubles itself in 12 years and 6 months. So 12 and a half years, 12 years and 6 months. In how many years will it triples itself? So, if x is the amount, it will be doubled in 12.5 years. And how many years, what is the time taken to become its 3 times, triple, to become the 3 times the amount? Very important problem this one. Now, same, let us assume let P is the principal. Let the principal P is equal to, let x is the principal, P is equal to x. A sum of money doubles in the year. What is the time? 12 years, 6 months, 12.5. That is nothing but 12.5. In how many years it will become triple, right? Now, if x is the principal, then amount is equal to double, means 2 times the x. Now, just find out the simple interest. SI is equal to PRT over 100. Substitute it, that's it. Now, we know the relation. What is the relation? A is equal to simple interest plus principal. Simple interest, this principal plus simple interest is PRT over 100. Substitute here. So, what is the amount? Amount is nothing but 2x. So, that is, this implies 2x is equal to principal. Principal is x plus principal is again x, r into t into x divided by 100. Just simplify this. Now, 2x is equal to x plus r into t into x divided by 100. So, 2x minus x is equal to r into x into time is given. What is the time? 12.5. So, 12.5 divided by 100. Now, this is 2x minus x. 2x minus x is equal to r into x into 12.5 divided by 100. So, divide by x, then 1 is equal to r into 12.5 divided by 100, cross multiply. 100 divided by 12.5 is equal to r. So, therefore, the rate of interest is equal to 100 divided by 12.5 is equal to 8%. So, the rate of interest is 8%. So, r is equal to 8. So, just find out the value of r first. Now, condition number 2, when principal is equal to x, amount becomes 3 times x. And what is required to find is the time. What is the time taken to become the triple? And the rate of interest is 8%. See, the second condition is when the principal is x, amount becomes 3 times x at the rate of interest 8% and the time taken is to be determined. Now, say just substitute these values in the same formula, that is amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Amount is 3x is equal to principal is x plus simple interest is PRT over 100. PRT over 100. What is the principal? X into rate of interest is 8. The time period is to be determined divided by 100. So, 3x minus x. 3x minus x is nothing but 2x. 2x is equal to 8x into t divided by 100. So, 2x minus, just divide by x. X and x gets cancelled. 2 is equal to 8t divided by 100, cross multiply. 2 into 100 divided by 8 is equal to t. So, this is nothing but 2 into 100, 200 divided by 8. Simplify this. That is it. This is equal to 25. So, therefore, the time period is 25 years. Therefore, t is equal to 25 years. So, in 25 years, so the amount will becomes triple. So, in 12 years, 12.5 years, the amount becomes double, whereas in 25 years, the invested amount x will becomes triple. That is it. Okay. Now, let us come to the next problem. Next, what is the next problem? What principal will amount rupees 4,600 in 7 years at 12.5%? Very simple problems these are all. What principal will amount to rupees 46,000 in 7 years at 12%? So, what is given? What principal? Principal is to be determined here. Here amount is given. Amount, what is the amount? Amount is equal to 46,000 and the time t is equal to 7 years and the rate of interest is equal to 12% per annum. So, these are the given conditions. What are the given conditions? The amount will be 46,000 and the time period is 7 years and the rate of interest is 12%. So, we have to find out the principal. Principal is the question mark. We know the relation between amount, principal and the simple interest. The amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Now, that is P plus simple interest is PRT over 100. You can take the value PP can be kept out, P out 1 plus R into T divided by 100. Now substitute the values. What is the amount? 46,000 is equal to P into 1 plus R. What is the rate of interest? 12 into time period is 7 divided by 100. This can be written as 46,000 is equal to P into 1 plus 12 into 4, 12 sevens are 84 divided by 100, or this is P into 1 plus 84 by 100 is 0.84. So that is 46,000 divided by, if you add this is equal to 1.84. So the principal P is equal to 46 divided by 1.84. So if you divide, you will get 25,000. That's it. So therefore the principal will be, therefore the required principal will be 25,000 rupees. Rupees 25,000. Rupees 25,000 will be the principal. So very simple problem. Straight away you can substitute the values. What is required to find is the principal is to be determined. What is given? Amount is given 46,000. The rate of interest is 12% and the time period is 7 years. Now you know the relation between A, P and SI. Amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. Principal plus simple interest is PRT over 100. You can take P out, 1 plus RT divided by 100, substitute it, and this is P into 1.84 is equal to 46,000. 46,000 divided by 1.84 is the principal, that's equal to 25,000. So for 25,000 at the rate of 12% for 7 years, the amount will become 46,000 rupees. That's it. Now let us come to the next problem. Priya invested rupees 6,000 for 3 years and received rupees 1,080 as interest. Find the rate of interest. So Priya invested, what is the principal here? 6,000 she is going to invest for the time period T is equal to 3 years, and she will receive an interest SI is equal to 1,080. Find the rate of interest, or is the question mark. Now what is the formula? You know the simple interest, PRT over 100. SI is equal to PRT over 100. The simple interest is 1,080 is equal to principal is 6,000 into R rate of interest is to be determined, into time period is equal to 3 divided by 100. So this 0 gets cancelled, cross multiplies. 1,080 is equal to 60 into 3 into R. 1,080 divided by 6 3s are 18. 180 is equal to R. So therefore R is equal to 1,080 divided by 180. This is equal to 6 times. 0 gets cancelled. 18 6 are 108. So therefore the rate of interest will be 6%. That's it. So the rate of interest will be, so Priya invests rupees 6,000 for 3 years and receives 1,080 rupees as interest. Then the rate of interest she is going to get is 6% per annum. That's it. Now let us come to the next problem. This is very important problem. Soumya invested rupees 1,500 for 8 years and Anisha invested 7,500 for 3 years at the same rate of interest. If altogether they receive 1,725 rupees as an interest, find the rate of simple interest charged here. So Soumya invested rupees 1,500 for 8 years and Anisha invested 7,500 for 3 years at the same rate of interest. The rate of interest is same. If altogether they receive 1,725 rupees as the interest, then find the rate of simple interest. So the rate of interest is to be calculated in these two cases. Now let us consider the first case. So for Soumya it is, what is the principal? P is equal to 1,500, time period is equal to 8 years, right? Now simple interest SI is equal to PRT over 100. Now this is equal to, principal is 1,500 into rate of interest we don't know, into time period is 8 years divided by 100. So this is equal to SI, simple interest is equal to 15 into 8. So this is equal to 120. 120 times R, right? Okay. So similarly on the other hand, for Anisha, what is the principal? Principal will be 7,500 and the time period will be 3 years and the rate of interest is same. Let us call it as R1. Now, the simple interest SI is equal to PRT over 100. So, this is equal to principal is 7,500 into R1 into time period is 3 divided by 100. 0 and 0 gets cancelled. The simple interest is equal to 75 into 3 is 225 times R1. Now, let us call this as I1 and this as I2. Now, add. Now, what is given? I1 plus I2, the interest for both is given to be 1,725 rupees. Now, what is I1? 120 R plus I2 is equal to 225 R, right. Now, let us consider this as 120 rate of interest is R, rate of interest is R. So, 120 R plus 225 R is equal to 1,725. So, 120 plus 220 is 225 is nothing but 345 R is equal to 1,725. Therefore, R is equal to 1725 divided by this 345. That's it. Simplify, you will get the answer. So, if you divide 1725 by 345, you will get 5. So, therefore, I will write here. So, therefore, R is equal to 1725 divided by 345. This is equal to 5. So, therefore, the rate of interest is 5% per annum. The rate of interest is 5%. So, find the rate of simple interest. The simple interest charge is 5%. That's it. Okay. This is how we are going to solve the problems for 2 marks, 3 marks. So, this is regarding finding the simple interest, rate of interest, amount and the principal as well as the time period. Hope you followed. These type of problems are very, very important for the point of exam. So, that's all regarding this session. Let us meet with a different concept in the next session. Thank you. Thank you very much.